Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Keep It Simple. Today Emily and I are out in Boston. I just picked up the YASHICA Mat 124G from Bromfield Camera in downtown Boston. It had some shutter issues, but we quickly got it fixed, and I was really excited to get out and shoot with it. This was a really amazing Christmas gift from Emily, and I'm just so excited to shoot with it. We actually had kind of crappy conditions. We were expecting our first major snowstorm of the year. We didn't want to spend too much time in Boston and get caught in it, but we started to head out once it really started to come down on us, but it really just made for some really interesting photos. Emily really had two of the best shots, and I'm excited to show you guys a little later on in the video. So this is the YASHICA Mat 124G. This is a medium format TLR, which stands for twin lens reflex. I've heard people call it a DLR, a dual lens reflex, but TLR is a more common terminology. This camera is really beautiful and really simple to use. I'll admit though, when I first started using it, I was really intimidated, but this was really my first shot at medium format, so I really felt a little out of place, but quickly kind of came around to it. So the film that we were shooting with today was Kodak Tri-X 400. This is a really classic black and white film. This is kind of the standard for black and white film. I really love shooting it. It's a little bit softer than what I would normally like. I like a little bit more contrast, but this is just a go-to. You can push and pull it in all sorts of directions and really get incredible results. Let's jump into the developing, and this is going to be fairly simple. This may seem a little repetitive for some of you who have watched the videos before, but we're going to take you through the developing process for this film. Like I said, we're shooting Kodak Tri-X 400, and let's go over the chemistry required. The developer I will be using is Ilford Ilfotec DDX. My stop bath will be Ilfo Stop, and my fixer will be Ilford Rapid Fixer. Step 1 is our developer, that is Ilfotec DDX, and the dilution is 1:4, and our tank is going to hold 500 milliliters, so that's going to make our math very simple. It's going to be 100 milliliters of Ilfotec DDX, 400 milliliters of water. When you're developing black and white film, time and temperature is very critical, so make sure your temperature is exactly at 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to develop this film for 8 minutes. Once you put the developer into the tank, start your clock, and after it hits 0, you are good to remove it and pour it back into your bottle. Step 2 is the Ilfo Stop, and this is going to be quick. This is only 10 seconds. You're going to need Ilfo Stop diluted in water. The dilution is fairly simple. It is 1 part stop bath, 19 parts of water, which roughly comes out to 475 milliliters of water and 25 milliliters of stop bath. All you're going to do is put that in for 10 seconds, constantly agitate, and dump it down the drain because this is safe to pour down the drain. Step 3 is the fixer, and we are using Ilford Rapid Fixer. This is a similar dilution to the DDX that we used. It is 1:4, 400 milliliters of water, and 100 milliliters of Rapid Fixer. The temperature is a little bit more lenient in this area. You're going to want your temperature to be within 7 degrees of 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which was your developing temperature. The time will be exactly 3 minutes for this Rapid Fixer. Once you pour it in, you can start your timer, and once the clock strikes 0, you can pour it back into your bottle and move on to step 4. Step 4 is the wash. This is very simple. Essentially, all this step does is remove any of the chemistry that may be left behind. So you're just going to pour the 68 degree water into your tank, invert it 5 times, dump it out, add water, invert it 10 times, dump it out, add water, invert it 20 times, and dump it out, and you are good to move on to step 5. Step 5 is completely optional, as always. Like I say in every one of these videos, I have hard water, so I use Photo Flow. It removes all the hard water marks and also just makes it dry a lot quicker and a lot more even. You're going to want your temperature to be at 68 degrees for this as well, and just a little dab of Photo Flow will do, and you're good. You can hang these up to dry, and then you can scan them into your computer and show everybody your beautiful photos. I'm really happy with the way these photos came out, and I'm really happy with this camera, and I can't wait to shoot with it more, so be prepared to see more of this camera in the near future. But before we go, I'm going to jump into a montage with some nice light music in the background of all the photos that we took. it's such an easy and fun camera to shoot with. I hope you guys liked it. I loved making it. And thank you to Emily for helping co-produce this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.